Hello there, Wazra here, back again with another episode of Minimal Maxing. As it's been over a month since the last episode with the break I took for archaeology, I wanted to recap the rules for the account, just for anyone new who has joined the channel. Basically, the theory is we're trying to max in the least amount of time possible while not worrying about buying MTX, as I didn't want this account to just be a let's spin all our skills to 99. On top of that, I have till the end of 2020 to complete the goal, so it's not one of those things where I can just wait for daily keys every single day for 5 years and get it done, because that's boring. But yeah, so that's basically it for the rules, and I hope you enjoy the series. So welcome back to this account. It's been about 4 weeks since I started playing it, or it's been about 4 weeks since I stopped playing it for archaeology, and I logged back in the first time. We had 5 dailies to do, 3 of which we can do. Room crafting and dungeon still to go, and we just completed fishing. I have a plan for archaeology. Basically, we want to get up to level 40, and once we hit level 40, we'll unlock the associate qualification, which will allow us to send out player-owned nerds missions, and those player-owned nerds missions will give us experience without having to actively train the skill, which will reduce our time played in game. Once we get to certain important narrative parts of the skill, we'll go back to training it, and then eventually we will get up to level 99 and be done with it. There is also a DXP coming on March 8th. And during that DXP, we're going to get up to 99 crafting, 99 ranged, and that's mostly it. We'll just do our dailies alongside them. And 99 hunter. We have the protean traps. Double surge makes this boss a lot less annoying. Another challenge done. We can leave. And the rune crafting daily is done. Turn in our dailies. And we got up to 75 rune crafting. Very nice. We now use the giant pouch alongside this, which will increase our XP per day. So Jagex released this thing where you get the main reward, and then you can also pick 2 other rewards if you want, of the same gem type, but not on this promo. So, pretty much always best to just take what you're given. Put this into wood cutting. This is our first cash back. Can't say I missed it. 98 div and 1 more cash to go. So we're trading over 1,000 of each material before level 40 and enough stuff to make 100 porters. Basically, the idea here is that we're going to rush up to 40 archaeology and unlock research that way. Then from there, we can figure out what we're gonna do. So let's teleport to Varrock and go east. It's a really short walk from where we were. And once you get inside the guild, this yellow path comes down to help guide you along. So to start the tutorial, we talk to the guildmaster here. We add it to the tool belt, uncover the soil. And now that we've uncovered it, we can excavate at it. So this blue bar is filling up, and as the blue bar gets filled, we end up getting a artifact. So we're gonna wait for that. And we're level 2 already, 38 to go. We got the artifact, and if you look at it, it takes materials. But we don't have enough of those materials, so we talk to her. It gives us more soil, which we can now sift. And this is scripted here so that we get enough of the materials that we need. And she tells us to find this restoration table. First we have to look at the material container, where you can deposit all your materials in here. Now restore at this bench. There we are, level 5. We now have the Centurion Dress Sword, so we need to get the Guildmaster to tell us what to do with it. So this person, Volusia, is here. She collects everything. So she's like the agnostic collector, and we just completed her collection log. So with that, she gave us this Mortal Cup, which can work as a relic. It gives us 500 more life points, and then also 1,000 chronotes to activate that relic. So we come up here and we observe it. So now we can harness this relic, put it in slot 1, and confirm. Now we've done enough to become an intern at the dig site. We get this cool little cutscene. So that's how we travel everywhere. We can buy Maddox from Matioc, and Ezreal has all the archaeology boosts we need. So let's go get the soil box, which gets given to us for free. And now we're an intern. Now we're going back to the guild because I want to buy all the Maddox. And these Maddox have 2 stats, precision and focus. Focus is your success chance when mining, so to get a material, and precision is how quickly the blue bar goes up. We're just going to take all of these materials and put them in our material box. So there's this little light up thing called the time sprite. So every time we mine on it, we get a 2% increase to this, and when we're above 40%, we get 10% more XP and 10% more precision. And when we get to 100, we get a big drop there. So we're just going to be doing this until level 12. And so as you see, we just kind of follow it around. We get a notification every time it moves. See, when we get to 100, we get a big hit that helps fill up the bar very quickly and guarantees one of us this. So here we'll get an artifact when the blue bar is full, and it requires materials. But the way the skill is designed is you don't get enough materials in the amount of time it takes for that bar to fill. So you have to get materials from outside sources, maybe going to get the material somewhere else, staying here longer, buying from somewhere else. So it's designed to have its own little sub economy. So because this is an alt, I loaded in 1,000 of each material so that I didn't have to worry about that portion of the skill. And there we go, we got our first artifact, a Venator light crossbow, requires 12 third age iron and 16 Zeros insignia. So we're going here to make it right away because I think this should get us up to level 10 in the pneumatic. And there's level 10 in all skills. We can put this in the bank and grab the iron matic. And now because we have higher precision, our bar is going to be going up so much faster than before. I believe it's double the precision, so double the speed. And we'll need to get one more of these artifacts probably to get to level 12, otherwise our bar will be halfway up. Our second artifact here, unfortunately we got a duplicate, but not that terrible. This is going to get us up to level 12. And there's level 12. And at level 12, we're able to clear this fort debris to get behind and further in the dig site. There we go, we cleared the, oh, no, there's one more layer. There we are, level 14, just from clearing this debris. There we are, it's done. We can't open this. We need to go talk to Dr. Nabanik to let us know how to do this. We have this seal which we need to restore, and we're already up to level 15. We should now be able to use this with our Centurion seal, and the seal is done, and we're already up to 17, which means we can skip the level 12 area and go right to the caster debris. And 18 right away. This is the one with it. We're now going to be at this caster debris until level 20, which is probably going to be just one artifact. Then we're going to pick up our Steelmatic and move on to the next location. Level 19. And this artifact we get here when our bar fills up will get us all the way to level 20. So this is what our main goal is. We need to get to 40, restore 25 artifacts, excavate 25 artifacts, and complete one unique collection. There we go. We got our artifact, Zaros Effigy. And we can teleport back to the guild to get that restored. And there we are, level 20 archaeology. We have the Infernal Source dig site unlocked now. And now we're down here. The first thing we can do is there's all these storage things we can search from. We start in this room, get an artifact. We got some materials. So there's a total of 6 chests, and we got some materials, 500 XP. This crest of Dagon, where we can put a crest on here. We need to put 2 more crest of Dagons on there in order to have that fireplace open. So we're going to get those now. We're going to be at this location until level 24. One thing to note is always make sure you get your Matic. It's pretty easy to forget, and that leads to much slower XP per hour. We now have our Steelmatic on here. 22. 2 more to go till we move on. Probably 2 artifacts. We got an opulent wine goblet. Let's go ahead and make that. And that got us very close to 24. We have this archaeology daily. I'm not sure what it'll give because it rolled when we were really low level, but it gave us enough to get to level 24. We can now restore this crest of Dagon. And now that we are level 24, we can come over to this fiery brimstone and get us to 25. That actually unlocks administrative debris back at Caradet, but we're not going to go back to Caradet until we have the 4th crest of Dagon. So we are just about an hour into archaeology and we're up to level 25. Probably the slowest skill in the game to get to 25 due to the fact that you can quest most of them. But once we get to 40, it should be pretty smooth sailing in terms of XP per hour played. Another side effect of this that I hadn't thought about till just this moment is now that the total level is higher, it was really easy for us to get up to 2600. So we'll be able to go to 2600 world for divine use at reset now, which makes our woodcutting gains considerably easier. And we got the crest of Dagon we needed. It's going to pretty much get us up to level 28 here. Now that we've added 4. And we can climb down now. So this is the next area here, but we need level 29 to access it. So we're going to go back to Karadet temporarily. So we'll be here for what likely will be one inventory or one artifact as we hit level 28. Because at level 29 we can go back to Zemi. There we go, we got the second log page. So once this artifact is done, we'll go finish off this mystery right here. So luckily we got the painting, so we don't need to come back to that location. So we add the dial here. Then we go shadow, blood, smoke, ice. And the door opens. This is the next area. We can't do anything with it till much later, but we are going to teleport away now. And effigy number 2, and we'll get up to level 30. Now the first thing we're doing is searching these 2 bookshelves. There we go. We got this Cultist Chores Robe, which was 500 experience. Search this bookcase, and I believe this bookcase. It's this bookcase. There we go, and that is 500 experience, and that is another 500 experience. So that is 1500 total experience. And we can now excavate from these cultist footlockers. These also give pages, and these are pages that we need to get. We need to have them by the time we are level 40, so we can unlock the next area and get a special research. First artifact here, Imp Mask. We're going to need 2 copies of each of these eventually to get both of these done. So we got our first cultist diary page here. We need to get a total of 4 of them. Second cultist page. So we have enough artifacts here now to get close to 36. And on our way to 36, we're going to backtrack a little bit to the 20 and 24 location to ensure that we can get that log done by the time we are level 40. Level 34. Level 36. We could move on to the sacrificial altar, but we still need to get our Crest of Dagon and our hookah pipe. So we got the wine goblet, which is really nice, so we can move on to the level 36 spot. And 37, 3 levels to go. So this is where the sacrificial altar remains are. Just flip this up. And we get the Order of Disrobes and the Ritual Dagger from this location. So we just got the 4th cultist page, so we can go do that mystery. That was pretty perfect timing. We're 1 more artifact away from leaving this area. But this is a relatively simple mystery. You just grab the chalk. Here at the circle. Take 3 candles. Replace. Place. Replace. And then you light. Light. Light, and we chant 1, 2, 3, and the portal is open. If we enter the portal, it takes us to this new area, and we got 1400 experience and level 39 archaeology for that. So we're actually going to go back to the level 3 location here, and that is for a very specific reason. If we look at the achievement for assistant, we need to discover 25 artifacts and get to level 40. So we're going to get 4 more artifacts, as this will be the quickest way of getting 4 artifacts as we are over leveled for this area. So there we have it. We got our 25th artifact. We can go to the Archaeology Guild. Now let's make the 4 of these, get up to level 40. There's level 40. To go Zamorakian 1, we just need to go grab that Disorder painting. And there we go, our first collection is done. So at the same time, we can go check qualifications, and we can become an archaeology intern. So we've now done the assistant qualification, which means we can start researching. Go to the research notes. We have to assign Jimmy to this one. We research. Normally it would take 30 minutes, but they do a little cutscene here, and we get to claim our reward here. So there's a bunch of special research we can do now. So if I go to teleport here, and we're gonna go do the Zerosian ones first. Study outer wall debris right here. First one, and then we study this one here. And then when we go into the prison here, we can study the cell door. And then if we go to the Infernal Source, we can get 2 more study locations. First, well, actually 3 more. So the Study Star Lodge, sign right here. The Sacrificial Altar right here. And then we can study this portal chamber. Now if we come back to the research notes, we can take these 6 special research, and they all give us certain things. This is the only one that has a higher level requirement, but we're just going to make our way through it, and we're going to assign Scarlet to all of these. Make it go slightly faster, but we'll be back every 39 minutes now.